Hello everybody, welcome to Pokemon Platinum. Welcome to the 63rd Foreverlocke finale. We're in Pokemon Platinum for the second time. I think it's gone way differently than the first time. First time was in playthrough 25, we arrived at the league with 8 deaths. And then in the league we had 5 more. We had that clutch ending against Cynthia, where Yanmega won a 1v4, which is so unlikely. And we still got in the Hall of Fame. With 1 Pokemon, but we made it. Hopefully it'll be a bit less spooky this time. Right now we don't have any deaths going into this, which is amazing. So can we go deathless after we set a record in Platinum last time for the most deaths? Some similarities in the teams. I'm pretty sure we had a Turtwig that time. We have a Turtwig now. We had a Leafeon on the team, although not on the finale. The Leafeon, that Platinum run, I think, died on Route 216 against Atropius. We also had a member of the Creation Trio on the team. I think we had a late edition of Palkia that time. We now have Giratina on the team, and we have a level 1 Palkia from the Sinjar ruins waiting for a future playthrough. Let's take you through our squad. From the start, the leader of the team was obvious. We have Cuddles the Giratina. Origin Giratina, Graciosaurb. I knew I was going to use it in either Platinum or Heart Gold Soul Silver so that I could use Origin form, because I think Origin form Giratina just looks so cool. I've changed... It's mostly had the same moves as Thunderbolt, Shadow Force, Dragon Claw, Psychic for most of the run. Got to Earth Power, I think, at level 60, replaced Psychic, and then Dragon Pulse was added once I got that GM late on. Playlist is at this not the same moves for a while because it was an Eevee first. I think it had Dig and Return always, and then Facade something else. Butterfish is always at the same moves. Cherry has changed a little bit, but not much. Oh, I did update Leechy to Grass Nuts just in case I use it against someone like Bertha, but probably not. Trophy is there. Is that the same moves the entire time? Bronchi, because it was my starter, it evolved its moveset, not its species, but its moveset was evolved as it went along. I feel pretty confident Cynthia could be a bit scary and spooky depending on the order in which she uses her Pokemon. And also, if Garchomp outspeeds Cuddles or not, because Garchomp has a base speed of 102, Giratina has a base speed of 90, and because I had it on my team from the start and I used it a lot in battle, it was already full on EVs when I got to the champion, no, not when I got to the league here. Meaning I couldn't EV train it any further. And I would have EV trained it in speed to make sure it outspeeds that Garchomp. So, do I rain down Swift Swim and then into Ice Beam with Butterfish? Or do I just Dragon Pulse with Cuddles? It is a timid Giratina to help outspeed things like Garchomp. I do have a slight level advantage on it, but not much. Timid will help. I have some speed EV, sure. I think it's actually speed and special attack that I have the most in, but... Actually, I'm gonna compare what's the base speed of a Giratina versus a Palkia, because Palkia didn't outspeed last time after like 120 EVs. Palkia has base 100. Cynthia probably has some good EVs in there. Hopefully I will only need the first 3. I have a decent idea of what I want to do against everyone, except for against Cynthia. A bit unclear. Lucian depends on the order in which he uses Pokemon. Let's see. I believe I have enough healing items. I got well over 100 full restores. Yeah, we should be fine on healing items. But just to be safe, I got so much money. It's ridiculous how much money I have. No, not the ball one. Also, I do have a Swords Dance as well for Leafeon. And I'm thinking replacing Dig once we get past Flint. Because against Flint, Dig might become useful. I don't expect it, considering I have Lumineon and a Giratina with Earth Power. But I'll try to remember. I should put it in chat as well. Replace Dig with Swords Dance after Flint. Just as a reminder to me. Also here, a bunch of max potions. I think we have enough healing items. Outside of just wanting Hall of Famers, I do want to get into Hall of Fame because I want to do some post-game. Not a lot, I just want to make sure I can catch Cresselia. I still have one Master Ball. I transferred over a Master Ball from the last playthrough, caught Electabuzz with it to make a future Electivire. And in the post game, I want to get the National Dex and then catch Cresselia. Do that with the Master Ball. Orbrix Coal Badge, Forest Badge, Relic Badge, Cobble Badge, Fen Badge, Mine Badge, Icicle Badge, Beacon Badge. Bam, bam. Alrighty. As usual, for those watching live, I'm not going to respond to chat while battles are going on, because I'm going to look at just the movesets of the opponents and make sure I don't forget a thing, a stat boost, a confusion that will then cost me a Pokemon, cost me the chance to survive, makes it scarier. Let's go. Should start pretty easy. First 3 fights should be pretty easy. Lucian killed a Pokemon last time. I think that was the second time I ever had Leafeon. It was in Pokemon Diamond they killed Leafeon. So if I could get Leafeon past Lucian, that'd be great. If I could just get 6 Hall of Famers, that'd be great too. Not too many deathless runs in the past loop through the generation, so let's see how this one goes. Hello! Welcome to the Pokemon League. I'm Aaron of the Elite Four. It's good to meet you. I should explain. I'm a huge fan of bug Pokemon. Bug Pokemon are nasty mean, and yet they're beautiful too. Would you like to know why I take on challenges here? It's because I want to become perfect, just like my bug Pokemon. Okay, let me take you on. Starting with a good level difference, we just Thunderbolt. We do have coverage for... Well, we have coverage for quite a lot of types. Which includes Drapion. I'm not sure why Drapion's coming out second. I suppose Drapion does a super effective Ice Fang. It doesn't have a Dark move. Like, I know they want to focus on the, hey, it's a Bug Elite Force that use X-Scissor. They have Cross Poison, but they maybe didn't want to go both types. But I'm faster, I'm stronger. Earth Power is super effective. It's like their Ace Drapion. Scizor. Has super effective Night Slash, but with the level difference we should be okay. Thunderbolt, see what it does. We have a big level difference, coming off 120 base special attack. Okay. Disadvantage by using Gryceorb and boosting my Dragon and Ghost moves, and with that also just making myself having the higher stats. I don't have leftovers to heal. That is one disadvantage I'll have throughout the fight. So that's something I'm considering for Cynthia. If I don't think I'll outspeed Garchomp, they're gonna have Dragon Rush on me. So then I might just want to use regular Guarantee and maybe have leftovers or another item, like Citrus Berry, or even the Haban Berry if I do have that. I'd have to check which of the super effective berries I have. Yeah. Maybe equip the Bomb Berry, then I could just hit him Dragon Pulse back. That could be a thing. Alright, Shadow Force. This is a timid-natured Giratina, so the attack is lowered. And I just checked just before this finale. This Giratina has 0 attack IVs. It's 0 attack IVs and a negative attack nature, which is pretty crazy. Yet, attack, I believe, was the second most EVs that it gained after speed. And Shadow Force is still my strongest move. But Dragon Pulse will be very close just due to Evil IV's nature, combination of that. Vespergun's pretty defensive, but it's weak to it. It does survive. Wow, well done, Vespergun. Which move do I not mind losing as many power points on? I'd say Thunderbolt, considering the next 2 fights I'm not going to use Thunderbolt as much. Bertha resists a lot of Thunderbolt. I'm going to use Earth Power against Flint. And if before Lucian, I'll use an Elixir. Especially, I want to make sure I have Shadow Forces. I do intend to use the other Pokemon, but considering Cuddles' stats, it's pretty safe to use Cuddles. Ah, we got the first one. Hi, Wolfian. Welcome to the stream. We heal a Giratina. And then we swap our Pokemon. Playlist. This one's for you. Using Sword Sense here might actually be really nice. Although, I don't really want to fight her Gliscor, nor some of the others, because they have super effective moves still against Leafeon. And Razor Leaf isn't 100 accuracy. So it would still be a bit spooky. Sword Sense could be nice here, but just in case I want to use Dig. Against Flint. I'll wait. I like what they did with the decorations. This looks nice. Adds a bit more characters to the E4 rooms. I like it with Aaron as well, a bit more foresty. Well, well. You're quite the adorable trainer, but you've also got a spine. I'm Bertha. I have a preference for ground-type Pokemon. Well, would you show this old lady how much you've learned? Let's go, Bertha. Here's the second one. She starts with Whiscash. She starts Whiscash. She starts with Whiscash. That is a tongue twister. She, the sh sound, starts, just the s sound, with Whiscash. She starts with Whiscash. We can throw that in the front for like this one. I found a Pokemon tongue twister. She starts with Whiscash. Okay. I start with Razor Leaf. Let's go, playlist. Unfortunately, Leafeon does not get access to Leaf Blade until level 71. Which not only would have been so much stronger, but also gives me that last bit of the accuracy. Would have really liked to have it, but I think my Pokemon got up to level 60 or 61 by the time I got here. And I decided to use the rare candies and the others, and no way I was going to get playlist to 71, because that would mean everyone else has to get at least 66. That would be overdoing it. Butterfish, your debut. Time for some bubbles. I like that I can use the seals. I haven't used them much during the playthrough. Used them only on the main 3, Giratina, Leafeon, Lumineon, in like this last third of the playthrough or so. The other 3 do have their seals as well, but they've never actually been used in battle since it gave them the seals. Alright, Ice Beam. Without Rain Dance active, Ice Beam here is better. With Rain Dance active, Surf would have been better. I'm considering using Rain Dance to get rid of the Sandstorm and Hippowdon, which also will get rid of the special defense boost in Golem and Rhyperior. And I can really take him down. Don't really want to do this with Luminion, because Luminion's weak to Thunder Punch. Playlist is weak to Fire Punch. Then again, it's a Golem. Golem goes down to Surf. And there's no Sandstorm active. I'm relatively fast with Butterfish. Let's go. The question of what do I use against Hippowdon? Rhyperior has Lightning Rod, according to Bulbapedia, not even Solid Rock, which surprised me, considering what's the point of Lightning Rod if you're not in a double battle? Do I just do this? I'm not using Leafeon because they have Mega Horn. Cuddles, like, they have Avalanche. What's the HP in... What's the difference? Massive HP difference between Butterfish and Cuddles. 100 HP. Cuddles just takes hits a lot better. Probably I could Surf, take him out. Level difference too. But sometimes you get a bit scared of so many things. Just Earth Power instead. Good. Is that a crit? If that's not a crit, that wasn't a critical hit. Wow. What is the special defense and HP on a Rhyperior? HP 115, special defense 55. Okay, so Surf definitely would have been enough too. Now for Hippowdon. To do that one with Butterfish, like they're gonna survive the attack. No, this one is playlist. I'll need 2 hits to take him out. Even Leaf Light I probably would have needed 2. I expect this to do maybe 2/3. Not even half. Ouch. Okay, I don't want them to heal, so I'm going to hit them with a weak move and then raise a Leaf again. Well, I'll full restore next turn just because of, obviously. Just a weak move, just throw in an X Scissor. Don't want to get them into healing range. Stone Edge is the best I can do in terms of damage. That's a crit. 65 damage. That's a safe fight then. We fall asleep because of yawn. Don't assume for an instant that you've won. I can still make mistakes. I also have 109 full restores. Would you use one of them here on playlist? I even miss. So I'm going to not have to heal. Because leftovers will heal the Sandstorm damage. Close, if you'd please Razor Leaf. Well, the next one, Flint, who actually has a fire team in this game. They're just pretty impressive. The game added fire types. It's not just Rapidash and Infernape, and then, what is it? Sunny Day, Steelix, Fire Punch, Lopunny, and Will-O-Wisp Drifbloom, which are just fire moves. Actually, no, we're not starting Cuddles. Cuddles is good against us, but let's just Butterfish. Yeah, I think Butterfish, and then... Do I Rain Dance in the first one? If Sunny Day on multiple Pokemon. On Houndoom, on Rapidash. Rain Dance lasts for 5 turns, so I'd lose the Rain Dance on the last one. But I'm afraid of this end of Magmortar or Infernape second. What would be speed comparison? Lumineon... I think Infernape's probably the fastest Pokemon on this team. Lumineon is base 91, Infernape is base 108. It's a fast Pokemon. Probably, like, Houndoom is the lead. Probably Flareon is last, because it's the only one, not counting the lead Pokemon, that doesn't have a super effective move against me. I don't need Lumineon against that. I can just use Giratina, because I can't hit Giratina well at all. So I'll Rain Dance just turn 1. If they Sunny Day, just Rain Dance again. And then I make sure I go faster thanks to Swift Swim. I surf on all of them except for Flareon, and then do Flareon and Giratina. That's the plan. Alright, throw some bubbles in there, Butterfish. Rain Dance. Yeah, that's the best damage they can do. Let's see how much that is. Just over 50. And I'm going to heal every turn with lefties. I'm now going to be faster than all their Pokemon. The only thing they can hit me with is Quick Attack or Mach Punch. Stab, super effective, rain boosted Surf. And there's also the level difference to take into account. There should be one-shots in the entire team. Rain should run out before the final Pokemon. Directly before it. Infernape second. That is exactly why I had Rain Dance active initially. So they can hit well with multiple moves. But I go first. I hit them with Surf. Infernape gone. When I decided early on to add Lumineon to the team, I was kind of afraid because Lumineon has decent, like, standard water coverage. It has Surf, it has Ice Beam, maybe something little else with Ominous Wind. Rain Dance activating both Rain Dance into Swift Swim Surf has been really nice for more battles than I expected for sure. Ominous Wind is just there in case the opponent's at very low HP. I just want to save power points on Ice Beam or Surf and maybe even get an Omni Boost while I'm at it. But Lumineon has been more useful than I expected. Some nice coverage along with the rest of the team. Giratina leading the team. I was like, eventually I have to use Pokemon that are less useful. That in terms of stats kind of aren't great like Lumineon, but with how good Giratina is and with the coverage that the team was able to give to each other, even just Dig on Leafeon was my answer to stuff like Magneton, which they do have in this game, not in Diamond and Pearl, but in Platinum they do, and it's been really nice. So the team, the coverage moves that they all learn have been very nice, so that has given me the opportunity to get there. A few scary moments, a few near deaths, but no actual deaths, so we're still in there with a chance to go deathless in Platinum, while last time in Platinum we had 13, which is still the record for the most. Here's Magmortar, here's Ace Pokemon. A Solar Beam, but that's not going to work because a Sunny Day isn't active, but they have Thunderbolt. But I still have a Swift Swim Surf. With Rain. Magmortar's pretty bulky, but Magmortar's also going to go down. Bye-bye. Flareon. We'll do that one with Cuddles. It should be fun with Lumineon. The Flareon does have a good special defense and has Giga Impact. Can actually do some decent damage. But Cuddles can do cool stuff with Earth Power as well. And Cuddles does not take damage from Flareon. Like, they have Overheat, sure. And then they have normal moves. And Will-O-Wisp. But I'm not exactly too worried about Will-O-Wisp. I'm using special moves. I'm really, really strong. So we'll just use one more Earth Power. And that's Flint dealt with. No level up for Cuddles yet. I was hoping we'd get a level up before Lucian. Well, we'll get it after his lead Pokemon. Considering we have a Pokemon with a legendary Ghost type that's good against the Psychics. Okay, full restore on Cuddles. I'll just throw an Elixir on as well. This is the main reason why Shadow Force is at maximum power points. They have Reflect and Light Screen on the lead Pokemon, just hopefully they set up the wrong one. Just don't set up Reflect. And I'll be good. What are their moves that are good against Giratina on their entire team? Espeon Shadow Ball, that's it. And Bronzong maybe can set up with Calm Mind, but that doesn't affect Shadow Force damage and only affects their psychic damage. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Lucian. I'm a user of the psychic type. I must say, you've already proven yourself to be outstanding by coming this far. They say I'm the toughest of the Elite Four. I'm afraid I will have to go all out against you to live up to that reputation. Bam, 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 bam. Alright, last time you killed my Leafeon, but that's because I used Leafeon against most of your Pokemon. Oh wait, I didn't put freaking Swords Dance on Leafeon. Alright, do that after Cynthia. Okay. Replace Dig. Alright, Shadow Force. I have a level advantage still. Light Screen, that's fine by me. Because that doesn't affect Shadow Force damage. It would have affected Shadow Ball, which, considering my timid nature and no IVs in attack, might have been nice. But Shadow Force is still really strong. Giratina still has massive attack. Loads of EVs were in attack, was second highest. I checked before the finale. And even if it was using special attacks, Shadow Force takes 2 turns, so that Light Screen would be gone before I hit the 3rd Pokemon. Right. This is the Pokemon that can deal the most damage to Giratina. Pretty fast Pokemon as well. But I have 90 speed and I outspeed it. Shadow Force to the face. Espeon's defenses aren't that amazing. Goodbye, Espeon. Bronzong, the one that won't go down in one hit. Has Levitate, so Shadow Force is still the main damage dealer. This is where Light Screen goes away. Then building up Calm Mind might be the best thing to have to use Psychic after. Gyro Ball might deal decent damage too. Over half, let's go. Crit? That's without a crit? Oh my god, Giratina is strong. Let's go, Giratina. Do I just use Thunderbolt here? Weaken him a bit. Use Shadow Force on the next one. So they don't heal again. Does save them a full restore perhaps for another Pokemon, but I don't think the others will survive a Shadow Force. My baby level 1 Giratina. That I obtained in Pokemon Hard Gold playthrough 35, I want to say it was. The Sinjo Ruins. I was really looking forward to using it at level 1. It's fun when you have rare Pokemon that you normally only get late game or post game, and you get them at level 1. I did that with Regigigas. I used in that Hard Gold playthrough. I was actually using a Regigigas on the team, but I got him Platinum at level 1. That was an entire challenge to even get that ready because they needed stuff from Emerald, and Emerald I almost didn't make it to the Hall of Fame. All right, Alakazam, your defenses and HP aren't that high either, or at least your physical defense isn't. Get out of here. Bye-bye. A Gallade, I'm pretty sure, has a very nice special defense. Physical defense is okay. I'm still a legendary ghost type with Shadow Force. Go down to Shadow Force. Let's go. That's 4 done. Just the scary Cynthia left, and the question of does Giratina outspeed Garchomp? It is confirmed in BDSP how she EV trains her Pokemon. Even with max IVs, like that's intentionally difficult. And I feel like in BDSP, a lot of gym leaders or other major trainers have a certain amount of EVs or IVs extra to make them more challenging. I'm almost convinced it's the case here too. So what super effective berries do I have? I haven't picked many during the playthrough. We got Psycho, we got Ground, we got Fighting. No, we don't have Dragon one. Alright, Swords Dance. Because I don't need Dig. Only move Dig might be good against Lucario. Actually, I don't need X-Scissor. X-Scissor's not gonna be, so yeah, I'll get rid of X-Scissor instead. Swords Dance on playlist. Dig might be useful against Lucario. Would playlist be used against that? Might as well be ready. X's are out, Swords Dance in. What do I expect against Garchomp? Let's think about options. Starting with Spiritomb, I could just Giratina and Shadow Force. They might survive the first one. They're a bit less defensive than Bronzong, so maybe not. But they do have Stab, super effective Dark Pulse. For Roserade, I don't think their defense is that great. They have good special defense. Roserade, 60 base HP, 55 base defense. Though it's a special stat and speed that are good on the Roserade. So I'm thinking just Shadow Force that one. Togekiss, Giratina, Thunderbolt, because they don't hit Giratina too well outside of Air Slash. I don't understand why that Togekiss's Hustle is the ability, according to Bulbapedia. Hustle doesn't affect them, they don't have physical moves. Just use Serene Grace to get the extra Confusion or Flinch. Lucario, they have Shadow Ball, but considering what was the other hit move that hit Giratina? Fight or two ago? I don't even remember. I don't know if Lucario hit me that hard with Shadow Ball. So just Cuddles, Earth Power. Milotic, I have to be very careful of Mirror Coat. So for Milotic, I do have Ice Beam as well for playlist, so I'd probably use Giratina, but then Shadow Force to make sure Mirror Coat is dealt with appropriately. Garchomp is the one I'm worried the most about, because it's just strong and it's fast. If I outspeed, I can one-shot them, but they can very much one-shot me. If I go other Giratina, if I commit to altered Giratina. More defenses, more chance to do that. I don't have the boost on. Although, I could still have the dragon boost. I don't... Because Grycesaur basically gives the dragon boost and the ghost boost at the same time, plus extra stats. I lose a bit of my attacking stats, but I can still have the dragon boost for Dragon Pulse by equipping the Draco plate. I have all the plates. I'll transfer them over to him. And then I picked up a second one for some of them and just threw out the playthrough now that I need them. Choice specs would be a choice, but considering I might use Giratina for a few fights in a row, I don't want to. Can I play Life Orb? Probably not. I think I want to keep using Origin Giratina and just hope I outspeed. It would really suck if I die. Because that is how I lost Palkia. I lost Palkia because Garchomp outspent the Palkia, and Palkia has, let's see, base 90 HP, base 100 defense. Giratina has base 160 HP and 100 defense, so that's an Origin form. So, sorry, base 150. So it just has a lot more HP to work with. I'm gonna stick to it with Cuddles. But I need Cuddles to be at max HP going into Garchomp, and I don't know when they're gonna send it in. So no matter what they have, I want Cuddles at max power. I just hope they miss Dragon Rush, because I don't think they did that last time. Just hearing a piano anywhere in Pokemon makes me scared. The developers of Legends Arceus did so well making this damn piano the boss theme of a certain character. Absolute yes, that was so good. Have you been keeping well? Thank you for Mount Coronet and for the Distortion World. I'm truly grateful. Together, you and your Pokemon overcame all the challenges you faced, however difficult. It means you've triumphed over any personal weaknesses too. The power you learned, I can feel it emanating from you. But that's enough talk. Let's get on with why you're here. As the Pokemon League champion, I accept your challenge. Is the microphone still working? Hello, hello? Is the microphone still working? Hello, hello? Yes, I can hear myself. Okay, that is good. Never mind. I'm actually going to reset on this because of the elixirs. This feels wrong, but I feel the full intent would have done it if I wasn't talking, probably. It does feel... This doesn't feel right, but at the same time, I always elixir before the finale. At least I find out before the fight started. Otherwise, it would have been... I might have just continued with it. But then, let's say something would have died because it just didn't have enough power points on something. That would have felt really bad too, so... Alright, let's go again. Because otherwise I would have one Shadow Force. And I would have used it probably against Spiritomb and then improvise against Roserade. Because I was going to do it against Roserade too. What's the order of Pokemon that they might use anyway? If they go by moves that are super effective against me, then they won't send out Rosary or Togekiss. They'll send out one of the others. Shadow Force. I'm gonna one Shadow Force against Melodic as well, and then against Roserade. So I'm gonna keep some behind, so let's see what damage this does. And compare it to the Bronzong. It takes a lot. I don't heal lefties here. Because Gracious Orb. Oh god. No. No. No! That's really rude. Max Potion. No you don't, Spiritomb. Shut up. Okay, we know we survive a crit, but a crit is just over 200 damage. That's not good. She heals, that makes sense. I kind of wanted to use another Full Restore on Spiritomb so that she doesn't have it for others, like Melodic and Garchomp. But I also don't want to use more Shadow Force than needed. So I'll Thunderbolt, just to get a bit of damage on. We do the same thing as we did with, I think, the Bronzong. Deal enough damage that Shadow Force can finish it off. And they don't critical me. Right? Good. So a crit plus a regular hit is about a KO. I think just a KO on them. This leaves us with 4 Shadow Forces against the other Pokemon. We don't use it against Garchomp or Togekiss. We use 1 against Rosé, is probably enough. Maybe 2 against Melodic. So we should be okay. But where are we going to heal? That's also a question. I want to be max HP going to Garchomp. Didn't I have this issue against with Palkia as well, where Palkia didn't have maximum HP going into it? Didn't I use... It's a good thing I heal after the first hit, sheesh. Remember how it was a question of do we outspeed that thing or not? Giratina has less speed than Palkia did in the last Platinum finale. In terms of base speed, it's base 90 Giratina, base 100 Palkia. But Giratina has pretty good speed EVs, but only slightly higher than Palkia, and timid nature. Giratina dies if they go first and Dragon Rush and hit me. Okay, Dragon Rush 25% chance to miss. We can just pounce on that, but I could also Turtwig, because I should have Focus Sash on all the 3 others. Like summary, just to make sure I don't click switch. Focus Sash, Focus Sash, Focus Sash. Turtwig has Reflect. I set up Reflect as long as I don't get hit into the Focus Sash, just near it, and then with Flamethrower and then get burned. I should be okay, or flinch, I suppose, by Dragon Rush. And then hopefully they Flamethrower me again while I go into Cuddles. And then I have Reflect to play with. I don't have... Having counter on something like Bonsly would have been epic. Don't have that. I'm thinking that, yeah, Bronchi. Go Turtwig. We're actually using Turtwig. Okay, Foreverlocke Discord, we're using Turtwig. Wait, why am I using Turtwig? If we end up just outspeeding the Garchomp anyway, it's gonna be kind of goofy. That Reflect, just don't burn me or get me near. Like I didn't train in special defense, so this probably takes me down to Focus Sash. Just don't burn. Good, 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 good. Now they can just Earthquake also for 100 accuracy. A smart trainer here uses either Flamethrower or Earthquake. Probably Flamethrower. Could be just in case I heal. and they might hit me again to low HP, then maybe get the burn, or they expect the switch and maybe Earthquake just to hit something else better. I hope Earthquake, honestly. Flamethrower wouldn't be too bad either. Yeah, because levitate. Alright, so now we have 3 turns of Reflect. Who is faster? It's us! Dragon Pulse! Let's go Timid Giratina. Is Dragon Pulse enough? Definitely stronger than Dragon Claw. Is it enough against Garchomp? It freaking is! I think we're gonna go deathless. Oh, I almost unnecessarily killed my Turtwig. If that ended up being a burn on Turtwig, which I think with Flamethrower is a 10% chance, Turtwig almost unnecessarily died. If that would have been the case, considering we outsped the Garchomp anyway. Alright, Lucario next. I think we'll just keep going. I want to heal at some point. But if actually the damage I have now is a stab super effective Dark Pulse, while it's just a non-stab super effective Shadow Ball from Lucario that would hit us. So I'm gonna heal here. They'll probably do less damage with Shadow Ball than Spiritomb did with Dark Pulse. I think Lucario's special attack is higher than Spiritom's, but the same type of attack bonus will cover the difference. So it should be about 200 HP maybe? Just over? Yeah, just don't lower special defense. Good, good. Breath Power. We're looking really good. Because their last 2 Pokemon don't do well against Giratina. Okay, they actually survived it. Wow. You just, again, don't lower my special defense. Because the other 2 Pokemon only hit special attacks. We're still safe. They're just going to deal more damage. I might just actually switch it to another Pokemon, then go straight back to Giratina, get triggered with that special defense drop. And at that point, the scariest thing is Roserade's Toxic, which I can heal. Breath Power again. Have to remember that special defense drop. That one doesn't matter. Unless they heal again. Just don't crit me and or special defense drop. That'd be sucky. That's a crit. That's a crit with special defense drop. No! Shut up! I didn't think that would go down. That's why I said we were safe, but I didn't run the calculation. That's just over 200 damage. I don't like it. So we are safe from full health from a crit Shadow Ball from here. I would like to have less damage on me, please. If they crit me again, if they special defense drop me again, both are bad. If they special defense drop me again, I just finish them off with Earth Power, and then I swap to another Pokemon before their Roserade or Togekiss. Yeah, that's regular hit without a special defense drop. That's good. Earth Power. Like, Garchomp's done. That's the scariest one, but the fight's not over. Things can still go wrong. Oh yeah, Melodic. I completely forgot about Melodic. Oh shit. And Melodic just has Ice Beam and Dragon Ball super effective against me. Why didn't I think about Melodic? Smartest move I think is Butterfish. Melodic doesn't hit Butterfish too hard. Use that time to heal Cuddles, but the question is, what do I switch in? When do I switch into Cuddles? Because they're gonna Dragon Pulse me. I do think it would be smart to get rid of that special defense drop. So Butterfish. And then just hope Melodic keeps using Mirror Coat instead of Dragon Pulse. Or using Surf for any reason. I'm gonna start with heal on Cuddles. I'll just heal Bronchi while I'm at it too. Because Bronze still is an active focus edge. Just in case. Yeah, Dragon Balls is going to be super effective against Giratina. I'll run a comparison. What is Lucario's special attack compared to Milotic? 115 for Lucario, 100 still for Milotic. It's higher than I remembered. But we know that Lucario's Shadow Ball got us to around 210 HP with Giratina. So that should be about what Dragon Balls is. The Dragon Balls is, in this generation, 10 power stronger than Shadow Ball. But it would slightly lower special attack. Oh, gosh. Calm down. Heal up Butterfish. Dragon Balls, I think, just deals damage. It doesn't lower special defense or anything like that. Yep. So we don't need to worry about that with Giratina, so that should be a very safe fight. Go back into Cuddles. Not have that special defense drop. And we do not use Thunderbolt, because then they will Mirror Coat me and hurt a lot. Start with a Shadow Force. This is probably a safe fight, so I might want to heal Luminion, although we should be good on Cuddles. Ice Beam can freeze, same, only very slightly more powerful than Dragon Balls. Almost got the one-shot, let's go. Use the heal. Does she use the full restore on Milotic? She does. I want at least one Shadow Force remaining for Roserade. If she ends up at that low health again, I'll just Thunderbolt. Because if it's that low, then she's going to go down. I'm not worried about Miracos, and even if she does, she's not losing a lot of health, therefore I'm not. Right, not a freeze. One dealt with, 2 more Pokemon. We're not out of this yet. The other 2 Pokemon don't do that much against Giratina, especially Roserade. 67. Roserade next. Sludge Bomb, Energy Ball are resisted. Toxic and Extrasensory are the others. Toxic's probably the thing that she can deal the most with, but I can just full restore that away. Has real good speed. Let's go with the timid nature. Shadow Force. One more Pokemon. Thunderbolt. Might knock KO. It might. I don't think it will. On. Almost deathless in Platinum. We are 1 attack away. Last time Platinum, the first time in Platinum, we had 13 deaths. 8 before the league. 5 in the league. 1 Lucian, 4 against Cynthia. I believe all against Garchomp. And then somehow Yanmega finished it off. So clutch, that one. With the flinch and Milotic as well, which is needed because of both Ice Beam and Mirror Coat being potentials. But I think we went from a record 13 dang deaths in Platinum to Deathless Thunderbolt. I held that attack button for a while because I was so excited. Deathless Platinum, let's go! Yes! Oh, that feels so good. Like, it feels especially good if it's a super challenging finale and you just make it through, like the White 2 and play through 14, Platinum play through 25. But knowing how scary Platinum can be, because we have that experience from the last time we did Platinum, to get through with Deathless is incredible. Wow, let's go. Let's freaking go. Deathless Platinum. Leafeon finally made it on the 3rd attempt. Turtwig made it on the 2nd attempt. And Giratina made it through on the 1st. And Giratina had a lot of... We had quite a lot of clips in this playthrough, especially with Giratina. It was against a random, was it Starly or Badoo from Route 201. There was using it against Rourke. And then Giratina against Giratina in the Distortion Roll. That was fun. The room ahead is the Hall of Fame. Savannah! Your last battle was splendid. Oh, hello, Professor Rowan. A child I enlisted for my Pokédex project has come this far. It's only natural that I come and witness the child's crowning glory. Savannah, I shouldn't call you a child anymore. You've grown into a real champion. Professor, you still enjoy the enthusiasm kids bring to your research, don't you? Savannah, step this way, please. Professor Rowan, please join us. It's been a long time since I last entered this room. If your last time was when I became champion, then yes, that would be quite a long time ago. Savannah! Welcome to the Hall of Fame. Your names will be recorded for posterity here. What you are leaving are the memories of your adventure so far. It's time to record your names. You and your Pokémon. Remember, your Pokémon are partners that grew with you through many challenging battles. This machine will make a permanent record of your achievement. It's Cuddles! Yeah! And finally in the Hall of Fame is Leafeon and its playlist! And then, more useful than I expected, Butterfish the Luminion! Not made an appearance, but they're there. Cherry the Cherubi, finishing that evolution line of a Cherim last time, I think. Bonsly is there, Trophy. And then actually made an appearance against Garchomp. Branchy the Turtwig! Yay! Hall of Fame! Let's go! Grass Squad all on the left side. I like it. That is 6 new Hall of Famers. Alright, let's listen to the credits, why don't we? I'll post this in the Foreverlocke Discord. I'm sure it gets saved properly. It's a long save, even though we didn't move anything in the box. Yeah. After getting a record 13 deaths the last time in Platinum, this one went deathless! 6 new Hall of Famers! Let's go! Oh, that feels good. And this is normally when I tell you what the next speedrun is, and I'm scared. Because remember how I said that Platinum was a scary game, and I considered one of the more difficult runs. Certainly doable, also deathless. We proved that with this one. But yeah, it's one of the scarier ones, especially the Cyrus fight is one of the really scary fights, Cynthia. Cynthia in general is just scary. The scariest Nuzlocke might be the next one. When, I think it was last playthrough in the Foreverlocke, playthrough 62, we did Let's Go Pikachu, which for a long time was the only Foreverlockable game that I had not played and therefore had not beaten. We did that, and I probably won't play Let's Go again in the Foreverlocke. However, in recent months, there has been a new game that was released that is Foreverlockable. Therefore, I want to beat it. Once Pokemon Winds and Waves come out, I want to Foreverlocke them. However, the game that we're gonna do next, that is starting on, that will be starting next week Wednesday, is a game that doesn't have turn-based battles. Not even the altered way the turn-based battles work in Legends Arceus, which was scary enough. And I'm so surprised we went through that with only one death. No, we're doing live battles. I'm so scared. But I want to play it and beat it at least once. No idea how well it will go. I just have an idea of the first few Pokemon that'll be on the team. That's it. And there's not even going to be a Mega on the starting team. Because we've already used all the freaking potential Megas of the starters. We can't catch Electros until much later to replace something. Yeah, so next playthrough. Starting next week Wednesday, we're doing Pokemon Legends CA. We're playing Legends CA. Yeah. Starting with either Tepig or Pignite, because I can do those. I've already used Emboar, I've already used the entire Chikorita line, I've already used the entire Totodile line. So it's gonna be Tepig or Pignite. I'm pretty sure other Pokemon I can get from storage are Nickit, Budew. I think after getting to rank Y, which I'll use the promotion matches as the level caps, I can add a Clobopus, I can add a Galarian Slowbro. Clobopus is not gonna evolve for a long time. Galarian Slowbro will be nice, but it's slow. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of research into how to get certain items maybe early. A lot of grinding to make things safe, because the Rogue Mega Battles, those could for sure kill me. I am very afraid of a lot of things in that game. And I definitely need a lot of practice to get things done. I expect quite a lot of deaths. We'll see how things go. Legends Arceus went better than expected with only one death. So the nice thing about Legends CA is that there's no new Pokemon that were introduced. Although you can make the argument for Eternal Floette. But I believe for Foreverlocke, it's not considered a regional form. And therefore you can't use it in the Foreverlocke. Even though, let's say it would be Foreverlocke Pokemon, you only get Eternal Floette for post-game. But you can't transfer Legends ZA Pokemon out to other games. So then you'd have to play ZA twice just to attempt to put Floette in. That's what it seems like. I don't think we're counting that. I'll check with Lids. But I don't think we're counting Eternal Floette. Mega Evolutions don't count for the Foreverlocke either as a separate species, so I don't have to use them. But considering the stats, like, I would love to use a Mega Evolution. I haven't caught Electros yet in Gen 5, which I intentionally left open on, I think, the last Gen 5 capture on, I think it called like Dynamo. Just to have the option of Mega Electros when we get to ZA. Let's watch the intro. Giratina. That feels pretty good. Add 6 new Hall of Famers. I actually haven't updated the tracker at all. Let's update the tracker. Because that would be win number 62 and play through number 63. We didn't get any deaths, and we got 4 new Hall of Famers to bring our total to 347. I should update the Foreverlocke Discord immediately with that too. That's usually one of the earliest things I do. Oh, I can't do that yet. Get some streamer mode. After stream then. Okay, let's take all the items off, which does... Actually, no, I'll keep the Griceysorb on, because there's no reason to use the Griceysorb for anything else. You can just keep the Griceysorb on. That's appropriate. I'm gonna unequip the other items, so that I can transfer the leftovers. I can transfer the focus ashes into the next game. So I said I'll do post-game to catch Cresselia, which won't require me getting that many more Pokemon. I'm pretty sure, because I already have Azelf. I want to check on Mesprit. I'll probably still need to see Uxie. Anything else that I'm still missing? I've faced pretty much every trainer. Dialga Palkia, I think, do they count as being seen once it was at Spear Pillar, or do I need to go to Canalave? Not Canalave, to Dialga Palkia. 2 empties. So this is Uxie. I just have to go see Uxie. That could be Fiona Manaphy, which don't have to count. Yeah. I think that's all the additions from Platinum. So I think it's Fiona and Manaphy which are needed, so just go to... I just grab Machop, use Rock Climb, get up to Uxie, say hi. For a very short time, I can add Arceus to the team. God. Add a Flyer, add a Rock Climber. Go with that. Let's go say hi to God before we end off. Okay, big Pokemon. Beating weak Pokemon with big moves, go Cuddles. Unfortunately, I can't hit Shadow Force on him, but Dragon Pulse. It's mandatory. I forget it sometimes, but I like to do beating small Pokemon with big moves. Hi. She had something to tell me. Alright, I'll go see her later. Hi. No national decks yet, right? I do kind of want to check. Would that be enough to just go see Uxie and then get the national decks here? I think it is Celestic Town first. Probably. Okay, so I'll do the post-game bit in my own time, but yeah, here's the Electabuzz that we caught. The one other capture for this playthrough. We start with Turtwig, got this Electabuzz, and then we'll catch Cresselia. This is God. I'm gonna add God to the team. Here's my Azelf, meaning I do need to go find Azelf. My Flyer, Instagram. My HM friend Choppy the Machop, who has superpower but also Rock Smash, Strength, Rock Climb. Made good use of that this playthrough. Phineas can help me with HMs, especially in Heart Gold Soul Silver, because then it also has Whirlpool. And then Meryl, also Surf Waterfall potential. Yeah, I'll do that in my own time. I'd like to thank everyone for watching this finale. I will be back on stream tomorrow on Monday. We're gonna do Pokemon Battle Revolution, including the 1v1 Metrodome Tournament's grand finale. We had Bracket A and Bracket B. They have both ended a while ago. But the grand finale, Aron Rhyhorn, will be happening tomorrow on stream, along with just recording various viewer requests. It's gonna be just a real short video. It's gonna be, it could be like a 10-turn battle. It could be one good surf or earthquake, and we're done. That could be all. That's gonna be tomorrow. Tuesday, we're gonna play Tomodachi Life. Wednesday, the start of the new playthrough, Foreverlocke Pokemon Legends ZA, and I'm really scared of that. And maybe Pokemon XD on Friday too, but we'll see if I can manage that. Thank you for watching. Make sure you always remember that you are worth it. Goodbye.